Hi, Steph.
Hello.
It's episode 296. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us once again for another awesome episode of the Foo Bar Show program. But first, I will be at Canyon Inn in Yorba Linda, California on December 10th, playing with the Fallen Electric, and currently set as our last show of the year. We're capping it off at September's Tap Room in Rancho Cucamonga, California on December 17th. For more information and for more posted show dates for 2023, please go to thefallenelectric.com or click on the link at foobarshow.com. Lastly, Grassdoor, everybody! Among the best cannabis delivery services around, if not the best, Steph. They're fast, reliable, and responsive. Everything I want and need for my weed person. Go to foobarshow.com and click on our Grassdoor banner, and first-time users get 30% off of their purchase. And now, episode 296. Here we go. Filthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foo Bar Show! Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Josie.
That's Steph.
Thank you all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Remember to hit subscribe and be sure to rate, review, and tell a friend like a champ. You can also listen in and get our swag at foobarshow.com. That's FOObarshow.com, and follow FOO Bar Show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Join in, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, Steph?
That's right.
You know, I may have to eventually drop the Twitter from the opening intro line here.
Oh, yeah?
With the way your boy Elon's going. Do you think it'll survive? You think it'll survive another maybe wave of people like leaving the company and him throwing his tantrums?
I don't think Twitter will really ever go away. It's just going to be one of those platforms that get pushed. In perpetuity. It's just going to be pushed to the background. Like, the people that are still going to use it already, it's going to be like their secondary social media. Like MySpace is still around, but who uses MySpace? Nobody really. They try to bring that back. Yeah, didn't they sell it to like Justin Timberlake and Fox? And they just... I didn't know about Justin Timberlake, but I knew they sold like the... part of the set, yeah. I think they sold it to Fox, and then Fox tried to do like the My LA, at least in California. Well, and like it was so Fox, annoying. Yeah, everything associated with Fox had My because they owned MySpace. So they just... It was bad. Yeah, but... excuse me. You don't want to pay like the $8 to get verified on Twitter as Le Foo Bar Show? Do I have to be myself? Like, can I act like I'm someone else, like everybody else is doing right now? I really don't think it matters anymore. Nah. No, I'm good. Mr. Poopy Butthole if you wanted to. Dang, Imagine. I'm down. Buy up all those characters. Ooh wee. Steph. We learned some sad news. I mean, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more when we get into Geeking Out. But we lost Tommy the Green Ranger. That was sad news. Like the day after we recorded this podcast last week, which is why we didn't bring it up when it aired on Monday. It hadn't happened yet, so we didn't know that was going to happen. It was like literally like 12 hours later. Yeah, we're like, oh, that was a bummer. We were just talking about that. I know. But what else have we been up to, man? I mean, Thanksgiving just happened, and I at least my recent trip to the restroom has told me that Thanksgiving weekend is now over. Yes. My body's just flushed everything out. Thanksgiving. I had quite a bit to eat, so we made a turkey, but we made the torso because they sell them like that. You know, the bone-in turkey breast. You know what? When I bought it from the store, it literally just said turkey breast. So I was like, oh, okay, they've already filleted it for me. That's what I'm gonna cook. Much like you get like a chicken breast. Sure. No, it's bone in. No. So it was the entire like torso. The only thing that was missing was the legs and the wings. Yeah, which is, I guess that's what they sell you when because they use the legs for turkey legs, like at the state fair. Mm-hmm. The wings probably also. Like, how big is this bird? It's a big bird. Because the torso itself was like 10 pounds. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, if you would have gotten the bone out, probably wouldn't have been so heavy. Because when I threw out the carcass, just the skeleton, that was about 5 pounds on its own. So there you have it. Yeah.
And so let's see. We had stuffing. We had casserole. Yeah, you were saying
green bean casserole. Yeah, rice pudding. Taters.
We had taters. Yes, I made some potatoes. Nobody cares, man. You were gonna make a pie, and then you couldn't make a pie.
Stupid ass frozen pie.
And your dad forgot a pie at home, so that happened.
He forgot 2 pies.
After your mom probably yelled at him to go buy them.
Yeah.
He then forgets them.
They both forgot.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was nice and smooth this year.
I think the goal for the two of us was, let's just see how quickly we can just get this over with.
Right.
Yeah, well, especially when like the parents are coming over. I think we set some kind of record, no? Like they were in and out in like 2.5 hours, would you say?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Before, it'd be maybe something like 4 hours if you're lucky.
Ugh.
But 2.5, I think we did okay.
Yeah.
You know, I started cooking and baking pretty early on, so everything was pretty much ready by 3-ish.
Well, it's because we have it down to like a science. Here's when the bird's going to come out. As soon as the bird comes out,
it's all organized.
Stuff. Yeah,
there's a lot of logistics that go through it, but even then, we've been pretty good about it. Pretty good about that in the past, and they've still stuck around for like 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah,
I wonder what we did different.
I don't know. We just drowned everybody out with Elton John.
Oh yeah, we threw on the Elton John. It wasn't about them anymore.
No,
it was Elton John playing at Dodger Stadium.
And then it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. As we turn the volume up.
I don't know. You know, he's about to play this song. Bitch is back. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to this.
What?
So that was cool, and I've just been lazy, man. And you hung out with your friends, and we saw the Soaring Blackbirds. They played at the Whiskey.
Yeah,
I was just there 2 weeks ago. They also had a subpar experience, as a lot of bands tend to have when they play the Whiskey.
I was watching that sound guy all night, and he was just fucking with every band.
Yeah,
like he would start off like just like the band would start playing their song, and it's like, oh, I got to change one thing, and he would actually go up on stage and fuck around with the knobs.
Right.
I don't know that sound guys do that. Do they do that?
They can. That's what they're there for. If something absolutely needs fixing, they got to do what they got to do. But it seemed like for all the things that he was fucking with, it also could have been fixed on his board. So I don't know that he had to be on stage for that, unless I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
And then like the vocals, when each bit, it was every single time a band would start the first song, the vocals were super low.
Yeah, until they fixed it. Yeah.
But he didn't adjust it mid-song. He would wait until the song is done. It's like, is that a thing? You have to wait until the song is done?
No, I wouldn't.
Adjust it.
I wouldn't.
Mid-song, right?
I wait. Yeah, no, yeah. You totally can. I don't think it's like a faux pas if you do that. In fact, if I'm in the band and I catch wind that my vocals aren't being, heard as clearly as they should, I'm gonna hope that at least throughout the song that gets adjusted. But that's the fucking Whiskey, man. They only really tailor their efforts to the headliner. Everybody else can fuck off.
Yeah.
So, if you're not a headliner, then you're probably going to have a bad time.
Super Suckers were dope, too.
Super Suckers were really the main attraction that night, and they never disappoint. And this is my first time seeing them. You too, Steph, with their new guitarist. Because their previous one, unfortunately, tragically passed away a couple years ago. I think it was like around 2020 where he passed away. So, they sound great. Freaking solid. He didn't play a couple of the songs I wanted him to play, but what are you going to do? We saw him play it earlier when they played in L.A.
The Doll Hut.
No, it wasn't the Doll Hut. Well, we did see him at the Doll Hut, but that was an acoustic show that he played. And then we saw him previously at a different venue over in L.A. It
was like a smaller venue.
That was like 3 to 4 years ago, man. So that was a little while ago. But Super Suckers always dominate, man. They're awesome rock and roll band. That same type of rock and roll genre, that high octane hard rock, Danko Jones is that kind of rock. You
don't see that too often anymore. I really like it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well, a lot to talk about, Steph, and Geeking Out. We're at least this show is in real anticipation for Comic-Con happening next week, which we'll be a part of, and we'll be discussing our schedule and maybe some possible things that we might be seeing, and maybe a couple of other things that we'll be missing, in hopes that they do some good reporting on it. At least the folks that are there. So you want to just get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, Steph, like we opened up the show with, I don't want to get into Geeking Out before we actually start. Before we talk about Jason David Frank, who we saw last year at the LA Comic-Con too.
Yeah,
he was on that Bat in the Sun panel where he's doing that White Dragon movie,
Legend of the White Dragon. Yeah,
and that's going to be coming out soon. I understand he's done, like he finished filming it. I hope. And they don't have to CGI, certain parts of the movie to have him in there. But, you got to remember that when they were talking about the Legend of the White Dragon, they were also talking about how they wanted to create a universe starting with this movie. And is that going to now go? Is that no longer a thing? Is that going to go away with Jason David Frank no longer with us anymore because he died by suicide at age 49? He was so young. God. Like 12 hours after we had recorded the podcast last week, we found out that he had passed away. Sad stuff, man. But who knows? They may in his memory keep that universe that they're trying to create going.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, there are other Rangers that we've seen from the Legend of the White Dragon panel last year, so they can potentially continue there if they so decide to.
Yeah.
There is a Bat in the Sun panel this year.
Oh, so it's probably going to heavily involve.
They're going to talk about it.
Dang. Everybody's going to be so sad.
Yeah, we got to get into that panel.
Yeah. We'll check that out. I wanted to read the at least the details that we know that were first reported on by TMZ, and they're always on point, man. So like if TMZ says it, it's very, very likely to be credible and true. But when we found out, it was this article right here. Jason David Frank, one of the original Power Rangers, has died. The actor and mixed martial artist died in Texas, according to his rep, Justine Hunt. Sources with direct knowledge tell us that his death was a result of suicide. He's best known for Tommy Oliver from the original run of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers franchise, dating back to the kids series debut in 1993, when he was introduced as one of the 6 crime/monster fighting superheroes masked head to toe with kung fu skills. Fans will remember that he started out as the Green Ranger in Season 1, introduced first as the enemy of the Power Rangers, only to do a 180 and become good. After his powers start to deteriorate, however, he's turned into the White Ranger and tapped as the new leader of the group. Frank starred as one of the leads for 3 seasons, totaling 123 episodes. Those seasons were long.
Yeah.
There was one every week. A new one every week. Mm-hmm. And they played them every day, the reruns.
The reruns, yeah.
During the week, yeah. When you got home from school, boom, Power Rangers. And I think, I forget which day out of the week, it was it was Saturday morning.
That was the new one.
That was the new episode. Yeah, when they had a new one. He went on to reprise his role as Tommy in several adaptations of the Power Rangers, including Wild Force, Turbo, Zeo, Dino Thunder, Mega Force, Ninja Steel, Hyper Force, and more. He's been a Red Ranger, a Black Ranger, and a Green Ranger anew. I think that one is with like that gold trim on the helmet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's a fan favorite Power Ranger, which is why he's returned to the franchise time and time again. His on-screen fighting abilities translated into the real world. Frank was a professionally trained MMA brawler who was well versed in everything from Taekwondo, Muay Thai, Judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and others. He fought professionally for a time between 2008 and 2010. He survived by his 4 children. Jason's rep Justine tells TMZ, please respect the privacy of his family and friends during this horrible time as we come to terms with the loss of such a wonderful human being. He loved his family, friends, and fans very much. He'll be truly missed. Frank was 49. And, back in August, there was news that came out about how he might be getting a divorce with his wife. Maybe that contributed to his poor mental health, which caused him and drove him to suicide. But, it's sad all the way around. It doesn't matter like what the motives were. The end result is that we no longer have a good guy among us anymore. And
like one of the best things about him is that he really loved his fans.
Yeah, he did.
He loved being in the crowd.
You can tell.
And when we saw him last year, he was so excited for this new project. Like he couldn't wait. And his daughter was a part of the project as well. And he was so excited to introduce her into the spotlight for Legend of the White Dragon. And you never met somebody more passionate about their career and wanted to share it with you. Like he was just that great guy. Like, oh, let me show you what I'm doing now. And then he would actually, like, he liked his fans, and he would like all the stories that his fans told. Like there's like some videos online of him checking out his fans' tattoos. Like, hey, check out this. This is the first tattoo of its kind. And he was just overall nice guy. It's so sad that he's gone. Yeah, and very young.
He had like tons more in him too, with content that he can create and stuff, and insert himself into these other projects that were happening, like the Legend of the White Dragon. He could have been in the Power Rangers again. I mean, he could have just been doing it in perpetuity, like just he's in the background, call me if you need me kind of thing. But it's super sad, and it gets you right in the fucking childhood. Because we were introduced to him as kids. He was the Green Ranger, and then he became good. He was part of the gang, and then he became their leader. Yeah, it was crazy.
Like essentially, like we grew up with this guy.
Yeah, and then to find out that he's like an awesome guy too, and seeing him in person, how he interacted with everybody, how he loved his kids, all that stuff. So I don't know. Sad times. I found this on, I'm not going to play it, but everybody can look this up. There's a video that was created by, I think Hasbro. He gets an official Power Rangers tribute. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. And they put together, it was Hasbro. They released a tribute video that includes footage of Frank in the franchise over the years. And, it's mostly like music. Like sad music playing, and then clips of him saying, things that he said over the years. But the video came with the following note: Ranger Nation, we mourn together. Today, we celebrate the heart, strength, and raw talent that Jason David Frank brought to Power Rangers as Tommy Oliver. We're inspired by all of the beautiful tributes to JDF that have been shared over the last few days. He was truly a legend among us, and we will miss him. May the power protect him always. And so, yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad. That was a sad moment when I found that out, when Josh sent us the news on our chat there. But yeah, man, we got to just move on, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna be interesting watching those panels, go down, because it's gonna be heavy on that. Yeah, there's no way they're not gonna talk about it. Especially the Bat in the Sun, that was his last project that he ever did. Legend of the White Dragon.
And I think he was on tour trying to raise even more funds for it. Yeah. Yeah, I think he was supposed to be somewhere the weekend that he passed away.
Dang.
Yeah.
That sucks. Well.
It just serves as a reminder. Check on your friends.
Yeah.
Check on them.
Yeah.
Make sure they're doing okay.
And before we go into, some more lighthearted news, I wanted to quickly warn everyone about the first season of War of the Worlds.
Oh my God.
So this show, War of the Worlds, it's not the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds. It's not the, it's loosely based off of the H.G. Wells novel from back in the day that, spawned these ideas and stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah. H.G. Wells is what I said, right? Yeah, I did say that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, it's a reimagining of that. So, the aliens, the extraterrestrials, they don't look like they did or how they were imagined in the book. They don't look like, and actually, as much as I didn't really like the Tom Cruise movie adaptation of that, at least the machinery, the spaceships, the robots, they all kind of looked the way they were described in the book.
Tripod.
Yeah,
type.
They were like a tripod. That were blasting. They were just blasting everybody away. They don't do any of that. And then it just drags for like the first season. Like the first 2 episodes are really, really fun, and then it just drags.
Yeah, the first episode was like really scary. Like, oh shit, it's going down. Like, the pretty much the government tells you, like they're texting everybody, oh, get underground. There's gonna be an attack. Blah 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 blah.
That'd be a frightening fucking text to get.
Exactly. Everybody gets this message, and so there's people scrambling, and then all of a sudden, pretty much if you don't take shelter underground or fucking in some kind of like enclosed metal space like an elevator, you did because there was a pulse and then killed everybody. And then you got the scouts.
But then it tries to become like a Walking Dead type of situation where it's, they try to make it about the people trying to survive and that are being hunted by these extraterrestrials in robot form. A lot of it bothered me. Apparently they're answering some questions in season 2 and now they're in season 3. I don't know. Are we going to hate watch or are we done?
Like, I don't want to even finish season 1. Like, okay, the thing that bothered me the most is the way that the robots look.
Yeah.
Because if you've ever seen it online, like those military walking dogs.
Those robot dogs.
The robot dogs.
Yeah, they exist.
Yeah, that's a thing. And we've known about that for years. So the aliens in War of the Worlds are these dogs. Right. And it bothers me so much.
But like they have organic matter in the, like they have a what do you call it? Neural cortex.
Yeah. They have a brain.
Yeah, they have a brain. But they've turned themselves into machines, or at least I don't know, man.
It's
I don't know.
Just not right.
I don't know.
And then oh my god, the drama between the people is just
It's pretty heavy without the necessity of it being heavy. These are 1 hour. These are 1 hour episodes that can very, very well be 30 minutes each without losing any kind of significant content.
Exactly.
It kind of drags. It's a slow moving show. So my recommendation, if you want to check out a new show, the first 2 episodes of War of the Worlds are good, and then
skip to season 3.
read as much. Yeah, read all the spoilers, and then skip to season 3 because that's what we're about to do. Sounds like.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens with that. All right. Well, now for what we all came here to talk about, LA Comic-Con, man. I'm excited to go see this next week. And matter of fact, I just discovered that on Friday night, we'll probably want to stick around a little bit later, Steph, because I just discovered that if we join them at 6 o'clock, now these are, it's a brand new $25 Friday night ticket to experience in the West Hall from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. midnight. And enjoy the semifinals for the Collegiate League of Legends tournament, where you can watch the Grandview University, Winthrop University, Maryville University, and St. Louis University battle it out to win. You can watch your favorite influencers stream from the Stream Studio, explore new indie games, play PC games in the free play zone, attend our special NerdBot anime zone and outdoor beer garden and food court. All night long. Fans with Friday and weekend passes are also invited to party. This new ticket will also get you access to the rest of the Los Angeles Comic-Con from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday. So it's kind of like, so I guess we're in since we already got our tickets.
Yeah.
So we can just mosey on over. And so on Friday, we plan to get there around this time.
We can probably get there a little bit earlier, yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Based on the work schedule.
Right. And then so we'll be there no later than 6, and then we can kind of like walk around. And yeah, I'd like to finish the day out over at the beer garden area. I'm sure it's going to be dope.
Oh, you know what's also happening that night? BattleBots.
Oh, word?
Yeah, BattleBots.
You got it right there?
And they're going to be on the main stage. It's Edward Trey Ruski, BattleBots co-founder and executive producer, and then Greg Munson and Chris Cohen. Pretty much the showrunners are going to be talking about BattleBots. And they're going to give us an exclusive sneak peek at 2 upcoming episodes.
Nice.
Including, World Championship number 7. Damn, BattleBot's been around for a long time.
It's been around for a while.
You remember when that first came out? We're just like, how do these robots even move? You mean people actually make robots to fight?
Yeah.
And they have chainsaws or the circular blades. They have hammers.
Yeah, no
flamethrowers.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting to watch if you're a nerd like that. Yeah.
I'm down for that.
So that's happening at what time again? 7?
7, yeah.
All right. What else are we... Is there anything else happening of note on Friday that we want to go check out? Or it's more dense on Saturday.
Yeah, Friday is really just like, it's not a preview night. It's a half day. We're gonna go see these couple things and then get the lay of the land, kind of hit up everything.
Yeah,
see where everything's at. Make sure that we're prepared for Saturday, because Saturday is the main day that we're gonna be running around. Because you got the main stage, then you got all the smaller panels.
Yeah. Well, you know what sucks is that we're gonna have to miss Saturday mornings, the Batman animated series panel. I'm sure when they scheduled this, we still had Kevin. He hadn't passed away yet. Right. And now that I'm sure that's going to be a well-populated session.
This one
10 a.m.
10 a.m. That panel is going to be packed. Like, you probably have to wait an hour just to get in.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. We're going to have to dispatch Christine.
You think so? She'll do it?
I think so. I think she'll do it.
All right. Well, let me see.
Or Josh.
That's true. He might want to for sure be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can just meet us there.
We need a correspondent.
Aren't we that? Isn't that our job? We just can't... Or you just can't be there at that time.
Right.
Yeah. I think we're going to try to figure this out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. And were you interested in meeting any of these entertainment guests? Like, LeVar Burton, Amy Jo Johnson.
Hell yeah, LeVar Burton. Are you kidding me? Reading Rainbow. Now he has his own podcast, LeVar Burton Reads.
He tried calling it Reading Rainbow and then they sued him. They'd give him like a cease and desist or some shit.
Oh, because of the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's called LeVar Burton Reads, and he reads short stories.
Short fiction.
Mm-hmm. Some of them range anywhere from like 20 minutes, 40 minutes, sometimes a little bit even longer.
He also has a YouTube series called This Is My Story, which highlights racism in America. Okay. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
For the longest time, remember when we thought he was going to be the next host of Jeopardy?
Oh, I know.
They totally snubbed him. I think they snubbed him. They gave him like one shot for like one episode. He was the host. Maybe he himself, didn't think it was for him either. But he would have been sick. He would have been, especially after, following the footsteps of...
We were all for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Alex Trebek.
Trebek, yeah.
Oh, man, we were like, oh, yeah, LeVar Burton, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Oh my God. I love listening to his podcast because right before he starts reading the story, he tells you to take it like a deep breath and then let it out.
Gives you a palate cleanser before you start.
And then he's like, okay, ready? Here we go. And then he dives into the story. Mm-hmm. And I like throughout the seasons, the production gets a lot better because now there's like better audio like production, like you can hear the voice getting close to you, far away.
Oh, okay.
There might be a couple of background noises as well instead of him just straight reading. Mm-hmm. So it's gotten progressively better.
Nice. So he has like a team now.
Yeah.
Of audio.
Yeah, it's a whole thing now.
Yeah. Sick.
And it just takes you back.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be tons of folks there. Do you have more of the schedule for Saturday that we can check out?
Saturday.
Bat in the Sun is going to have, you said?
Bat in the Sun. Let me see.
Or is that Sunday?
Is going to be at 4 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we got...
And that's Saturday.
That's Saturday. There's Umbrella Academy is going to be there on the main stage. LeVar Burton's on the main stage. Elijah Wood. The Boys. Mandalorian. That's all on the main stage. And then you have the side... some of the side panels, I already started marking these. Bat in the Sun, for sure. We're going to see... even Edibles Magazines presents cannabis and pop culture. Because, that is happening.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on with that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of side panels, a lot of cosplay, how to create the next great web comic, how to become a good voice actor. Something... Most of these panels are how to help you get into the industry. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing a lot of.
I also see that there's this thing happening at 11 a.m. called Gay Geeks and Where to Find Them.
Oh, yeah. That's a big thing because the community's growing.
It is.
In these comic books.
Yeah.
So how panelists have turned their geeky passions into flourishing careers and challenges and rewards of growing up. LGBTQIA+. So how they
for all you gay geeks.
Yeah, there's a community.
there's a community.
Get together and show them what you got. We're supporting each other, right?
Show them what you got.
So show them what you got.
Just show everyone what you've got.
Flaunt it.
Anything else? Mermaids Are Black.
Mermaids Are Black. Yeah, it's going to be hosted by a comedian.
Okay.
Dominique Guillen. I think I probably butchered that name.
Did we talk about that on the pod, or was that just us offline, on our chat, where we were saying that mermaids?
No, this was on the pod.
This was on the pod where we talked about it? Yeah, because mermaids aren't white.
Yeah, they're not white.
They're Mediterranean. You know?
Right.
So olive skin, darker skin.
But
why not black? I mean, because the Mediterranean is right north of Africa, too. So.
They can literally... Well, but they're white, though. I don't think they classify as,
Yeah, the Greeks and the Romans were... they weren't... They were...
You know what I mean,
They were the whitest people around.
Right.
But to today's standards, you think they'd be white? You think they'd call them white?
I think
there's a school of thought right now out there where people are saying that Italians are barely white, from European standards.
Oh. So what are they?
Well, they're Italian. They're brown, or at least the Greeks. As you travel a little bit further east of Italy, you got Greece on the other peninsula there, and at that point, we start to view that region more as the Middle East, no?
Yeah, my geography is not that great. So I'm relying heavily on
my explanation?
Yes.
Because, as you get further in, you start getting to Israel and then all the real Middle Eastern ones that, we know and love.
Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Well,
they ain't white, is what I'm saying. Mermaids are not white.
They're not
exclusively pasty white or redheads like in Little Mermaid. Yeah, and they straight up made her a redhead.
They did. Mm-hmm. Well, she had other sisters that were not white.
Oh yeah. Well, the dad got around.
Well, he is the king of the sea.
Yeah. And
there's plenty of fish.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he screwed them all. He's like what is it? I know Troy McClure. There was this thing on The Simpsons where people thought that he was screwing fish, but what
the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't know that? There was this underlying kind of thing where in one of the episodes where he marries Selma, Marge's sister, that he's living in this BioShock-esque type of living arrangement where it's underwater. It's not really underwater, but he's surrounded by an aquarium. But his main room is underwater, and there's rumors, going around in the tabloids that he was screwing his fish. Just the Deep, The Boys, where he has that octopus.
That octopus.
Mm-hmm. That he fucks.
They formed an unbreakable bond.
And then he was forced to kill it.
Forced to eat it.
Yeah, he was forced to eat it.
He's like, he's praying as he's eating it. Tentacles are all squealing. Oh my God. I felt like bad, but that was also like a very cringe moment in the episode. Like,
that's pretty fucking funny, man. I like the comedy aspect of that show because it could be really intense, but like even the morbidity of it is hilarious sometimes.
You definitely need deep for all of those comic reliefs, and it's not even like that. It's like haha funny. It's just like,
it's like, holy shit, who thinks about that funny?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I fucking love that show.
All right, so we're into Saturday. Is that all for Saturday that we're excited about? I mean, Tom Kenny's gonna be there.
Steve from Blue's Clues gonna be there. You got other panels such as the future of video game development, Dragon Ball Z gameplay. Cartoons aren't just for grown-ups.
Not anymore. Yeah.
Nope. You got a whole bunch of panels, so we just really need to pick and choose and see which ones we can get to.
All right.
Because there's just a slew of stuff.
And we're going to try to still go Sunday, huh?
We'll try. We got a G.I. Joe. How to wear skimpy costumes while still being modest.
Cool.
How do you do that?
You don't. Well, I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess. What does this one say? Queering up the pipeline?
Discussing how LGBTQIA plus people are included in gaming. From charity streamers to employee resource groups, production and development, and more. Well, that's a very heavily detailed for the industry. Like, I feel like behind the scenes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Might be what they're talking about there. Like, how do you get in there? Here, New Rock Stars, the break room. And we've seen New Rock Stars when they break down the Marvel episodes, the movies and stuff like that, or specific scenes of like specials and stuff like that. Similar to Nerdist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a lot of that.
Yeah. So they're going to have a panel there. Everything you ever wanted to know about voice acting is on Sunday. Women of Horror, making sci-fi a reality.
I kind of want to go to that voice acting one.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to check out.
Where?
11
11
a.m. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else is on Sunday? Ooh, X-Men versus Batman Animation Showdown. Oh, there is a 30-year anniversary for X-Men, the animated series.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Yeah, just turned 30.
We tried, so Christina and I tried to check this out at San Diego Comic-Con, but we were at the main exhibit hall, and we could not get there in time for the X-Men panel because it was, I don't know, somewhere in the library, and we didn't even know San Diego. Where the fuck is this library? So we didn't get a chance to go there.
It was outside of the actual location?
Yeah, so San Diego Comic-Con had a lot of stuff that was not in the main exhibit hall. There was different buildings because it's just so massive.
It's huge.
Yeah. We just stayed. Like, there's no way you can do it in one day. We really tried, but we couldn't.
Yeah. Well, do you think this will be the exact same thing?
No, because it's usually divided by LA Comic-Con. We usually are in the West Hall or the South Hall, and then there's all the rooms in between.
Okay.
So it's manageable.
All right.
But it just sucks because some panels do overlap with each other, so we might have to split and then see each one.
Okay.
Solo.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah. Let's see. The Expanse, the greatest television science fiction series of the 21st century. I have seen The Expanse originally on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's actually really good.
So what do they talk about?
So it's pretty much like they're talking, The Expanse is the TV series.
Okay.
And it's pretty much like it's been described as like Game of Thrones in space.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So you got like epic battles, you got houses and stuff like that. And then, you get the luxury of being in space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah. But I have heard good things, like just outside of it. A.B. Joe Johnson is going to be on the main stage.
Okay.
There will probably be a tribute
Yeah.
there. So we'll go ahead.
She was a love interest for him in those first few seasons.
Yeah. Oh. Do you really need a publisher? League of Legends, the finals will be on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll have the beer garden, or maybe that's just a Friday.
No, that's just a Friday. Okay. Then you got a bunch of costume contests. Those are usually like at the end of the day on like Saturday, Sunday.
All right. Nice.
Yep.
And I think, we'll cap off that weekend with that.
Yeah.
Right on. So that's the goal then, huh? Try to go all 3 days?
Yeah, let's do it. Might as well make the most out of it.
That's true. We got our press passes.
Yeah.
And Josh hasn't confirmed anything, but he seemed pretty confident that he was going to go.
Yeah. Hopefully he got awarded that press pass. Because we need another correspondent for all this stuff.
There's a lot of stuff, man. We need
all the panels.
We need a lot of reporting in to talk about LA Comic Con, man. They've been really good to us in the past, and including this year. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Sean Astin's going to be there. A lot of people are going to be there. Will Wheaton. Elizabeth Berkley. Yeah, everybody's going to be there. Sick. Anything else that you wanted to touch on for Le Geeking Out?
Are we going to cosplay?
No. That was so cumbersome. When I went as Wilfred.
Oh my God.
And then I try to bust out like my equipment to do the audio recording for some of the interviews there. And I'm just like, this is so...
You had the mitts on and you're just like, oh wait, let me take this off. And then it's just like, you have to take the mitts off.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot. I really don't want to have to deal with it.
Let's see. We're podcasters. So we have to go dressed as podcasters. So what is it? The black hat. Black baseball cap.
Right.
Black
pants are optional.
Right? They can be cargo shorts or jean pants. And the mandatory black shirt.
Okay. Done. Done and done. You just described me. So, and my glasses are on for the weekend.
Yeah. Glasses. May or may not have a visual impairment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Glasses are always dope.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, cool. Well, hey, next week may be...
This week.
What?
This week.
No, I'm talking about next week, lady. Next week may be the last original podcast, new podcast for the rest of the year, unless we decide to keep this going, which that's still up in the air, if that's a consideration.
Well, traditionally, we take a break.
Right. For the rest of the year. And then we come back. Which is really just December.
Well, and then we usually take the first week of January off.
And
then come back after.
Right. Second week.
We'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. We might sprinkle another one in, before the new year. We've done that before.
We did a Christmas. Well, we'll do a Christmas special.
Yeah. Remember when we all thought we almost had COVID because we did one more episode that year?
Fucking
G baby.
Let's just do one more.
Just one more. Even though COVID's like raging out there, but we didn't get it. We didn't get it. He did, but we didn't. Or he had it. I don't know. It was a mess. But yeah, we might just do that. And then get COVID. We'll see what happens. Anyway, all right. Well, we're gonna cap this off with the music highlights. Well, Steph, last week I brought up Turnstile when I was talking about the Snuts and I was playing, Dirty Nil and all that. Turnstile is one of those bands out there right now that is regularly just giving you good material. Like they have, it's just really good, energetic rock and roll. We're going to see them next year at When We Were Young Fest in Las Vegas. They're going to be a part of the pop punk, theme that they're going there. Now, I wouldn't call them pop punk. I would call them like a hard rock. They do have punk elements in them. But I've only played them once on the podcast, I believe, with their song Holiday. This is one of the songs on that same album, Glow On, called Blackout. The energy behind those vocals, man. That's what I love about this song. And pretty much that's the Wonder Years. That guy belts them out like no other.
Oh, yeah. You can feel the passion in his voice.
Yes.
Feel it.
Right. I felt it all the way in my knickers. But anyway, man, that's really all I got for the music highlights today. Are we going to have one next week? Or is it just going to be all Comic-Con all the time?
No, we're going to have an LA Comic-Con especial.
Ah, okay. So we'll highlight some specific LA Comic-Con related music acts.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Cool. All right, man. Well, that's going to do it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in, man. We will be back next week with a Comic-Con especial. Now, you'll have to forgive us. It may be a day late because we'll be there all 3 days trying to document something, unless we're going to dedicate our Sunday to recording, and then it'll be put out on Monday. That's yet to be determined. Don't be mad if it's out on Tuesday, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, just relax.
Right.
Whoa, calm down.
Mm-hmm. Anything else there, Steph?
Stay safe. Check on your friends. Mm-hmm. Drink lots of water. And buy the When We Were Fucked t-shirt at FooBarShow.com. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It looks great. It feels great. Like you can get it in different styles. Yeah.
You can get it on a mug.
On a coaster. Oh, do they have coasters?
No, they don't have coasters, but they have tapestry.
Ah, yes. So, a pillow.
You get a pillow. Yeah.
So every night you lay your head down and you just remember
when we were fucked.
I never went to this concert.
And we've memorialized it onto a t-shirt. So get yourself your own When We Were Fucked merchandise. But that's going to do it, man. That's really going to do it. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Where are my notes? Do I have them here? Thank y'all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Remember to hit subscribe and be sure to rate, review, and tell a friend like a freaking champion. You can also listen in and get our swag at FooBarShow.com. That's FOOBarshow.com. And follow FOO Bar Show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Join in, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. I've been Joe C.
And I'm Steph.
Signing off saying...